Everyone, my name is Navin, and today I will present an environmental scanning analysis for the tourism destination, which is Australia Gold Coast. The aim of this presentation is to analyze the environmental factor that influence the tourism in the Gold Coast and how this factor will impact the destination development toward this year 2030. So we can. mm, Yeah, the main objective of this presentation is to examine the external environmental factors that influence the tourism in the Gold Coast. To do this, I will use the PESTEL framework, which analyze political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. This analysis will help identify key tourism trends and support the strategic tourism planning for this year 2030. In slide 3, we have the Gold Coast. Gold Coast is one of the Australian most popular tourist destination. It is located in the Queensland, Australia, and is famous for its beautiful beaches, entertainment attractions, and the theme parks. One of the most famous tourist area is Surfer Paradise and the Warner Bros. Movie World, which attracts the visitor from around the world. Tourism play a very important role in the local economic and provide the thousands of jobs for the community. So in another slide, um, the present situations to recover the COVID-19 outbreak in the tourism business and growth in domestic travels. During this the pandemic, the international travel restriction greatly reduced the tourist arrivals. However, the domestic tourism increased as Australian residents travel locally. Now the international tourists are gradually returning and tourism demand is improving. We have the PESTEL analysis. To understand the external factor affecting tourism, we use the PESTEL analysis framework. PESTELs helps analyze the political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental forces that influence the tourism development. This factor helps tourism manager understand the risks, opportunities, and the future trends that may impact for this destination. So in another slide, we have the political and economic factors. Political factors include the government policy and support for the tourism development. Government investment in tourism infrastructures and the destination marketing can help increase the tourist arrivals. Economic factors such as exchange rate, inflation, and the global economic condition also influence the tourist and the travel decisions. In another slide, we have the social and technological trends. Social trends are changing the way the people travel. Many tourists are looking for the experience-based tourism, such as adventure, travel, and the cultural experience. Although the technology also play an important role through the online booking system, mobile travel apps, and digital marketing system. So in another slide, we have the environmental and legal factors. Environmental factors include climate change, coastal erosion, and natural resources management. Although we have legal factors include safety regulation, workplace laws, and the environmental protection policies. In the tourism business must adopt the sustainable practice to protect the environment and maintain the attractiveness and for the destination. So in this slide we can see the tourism trend graphs. So for the adventure tourism we have the 25%, for the ecotourism we have 30%, and for the digital tourism we have 40%, and for the wellness tourism we have 15%, the growth percent. And in this slide I will tell you the importance of environmental factors and the climate impact trends for our 2030 agenda. First we have the sustainability and the climate change. Climate change is one of the biggest challenges facing the coastal tourism destination like the Gold Coast. Rising the sea levels, coastal erosion, and extreme weather event may damage the beaches and tourism infrastructure. Tourism business and the governments must focus on the sustainable tourism practices and environmental protection. Second, we have the sustainable tourism. Visitors are more eco-conscious, want to be a eco-friendly tourism. This is a particularly true for the tourism companies like the Warner Bros. Movie World, which is the must adopt sustainable practice like waste reductions, energy efficiency, and the responsible tourism to catch up with the visitor lifestyle. Tourism business and the government must focus on this sustainable tourism practices and the environmental protection. Third, we can see innovation in the technology of tourism. Technology is transforming the tourism industry. Digital platform allows tourists to easily book flights, hotels, and the attractions online. Mobile travel apps helps visitor navigating the destination and access the travel information quickly. And the fourth one, we can see a global competition. The Gold Coast tourism industry faces increasing competition for the international destinations such as Bali, and to remain competitive, the destination must continue to innovate and improve infrastructure and deliver high quality tourism experience. The fifth one, we can see the changing of tourism preferences. So modern travelers are looking for a personalized and the unique travel experience. Adventure tourism, wellness tourism, and the cultural tourisms are become one of the most popular. And the tourism businesses must adapt their service to meet this changing visitor expectation. So for these key environmental factors for the 2030, I will tell you, looking toward this year 2030, tourism planning must focus on sustainability, improve infrastructure, and responsible tourism management. Addressing the environmental challenges early will help ensure the long-term tourism for the Gold Coast. So, in conclusion, environmental scanning help us to understand the external forces that influences the tourism destination. Using the PESTEL framework, we identify the key political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors affecting the Gold Coast. With effective planning and sustainability practice, the destination can continue to grow successful by 2030. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, at last, here are the references that I use for this presentation. Thank you so much.